I want to thank my wife, Jane, for going through the journey and her phenomenal support. My two daughters, Genevieve and Scarlett, all the countless, well, my mom and dad, my two sisters who have absolutely planted the foundation. I want to thank Congressman Visklowski for his endorsement. I want to thank him for his grace and dignity, how he has absolutely positively represented the working men and women of Northwest Indiana and has done it steadfastly and with grace. I want to thank the United Steelworkers for making every effort, Director Millsap, as a union, Jerome Davison, who absolutely made a difference and an impact and utilized every resource and turned over every stone. I want to thank the International Longshoremen, and I want to thank the American Federation of Teachers, our educators. They were on board from the very beginning. I want to thank the union trades that came on. And also, I have campaign brain. Our trades and union members who came on board. But most importantly, I want to thank the people. This election from the very beginning of the journey was a time when someone met the times. Very often in history, you're able to see how you work accumulation over 15 years. We faced uncertainty, we faced an epidemic, we faced unemployment. For 15 years, that's what I have done. I have looked people in the eyes who didn't have hope, who were uncertain about their future, who didn't have access to health care, who wanted access to mental health and addiction services. And now we have to fight that same battle in Washington, D.C. We have to go to Washington, D.C. and make sure we have health care. We have to go to Washington, D.C. and get through this pandemic and give people hope and a national standard of operation when it comes to squashing the pandemic and getting access to health care. And most importantly, and equally important, we have to make sure we get our workers back to work with an infrastructure bill that focuses on using American steel, reinvesting in our community, on education. And so here we are today. We have a lot of work to do. We now represent 750,000 people, and I will work with all like-minded people to be able to find a solution. And when we find a solution, we will advocate for it, and we will do everything we can to make sure the 1st Congressional District is back at work, is healthy and safe, and most importantly, we bring decency back to our national government. I thank all of you, thank you. I thank all of you for giving time and effort, the volunteers and the staff. No man is an island. We couldn't have done this without hundreds upon hundreds of volunteers who have given of their most valuable resource, their time. And also what I want to talk about, our results were our success was based on diversity. We had a diverse group of people who were supporting us. And as we go through social unrest, we have to make sure we accept all human beings as equal, and we have to give life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And as a member of Congress, that's what I'm going to fight for. I'm going to live that example, and I'm going to make sure that we do all that we can to find social justice and come to ending racial injustice and racism.
Yes. Yes.
So as we go forward, it's a serious job for very serious times. I am heartfelt thankful for every vote we got, but everyone should know, I want the message to be clear. We represent all people.
Amen.
We go forward representing 750,000 people. My name's Frank Mrvan. I want to thank you for everything you've done to be able to make all of us a part of history. And I know this because I've heard it 10,000 times if I didn't hear it once. I can never fill Congressman Visklowski's big shoes. All I can do is every single day as Frank Mrvan work to make the best 1st District that we can, get people back to work, work on access to health care, mental health, and absolutely do what we can to protect union labor jobs and make sure we use American steel. Again, I thank you all for being here, and always remember, you made a difference. You knocked on doors, you made phone calls, you texted, and I'm forever grateful. And together, when you join me, we will make the 1st Congressional District in our nation the very best it can be. And I thank all of you very much.
All right.